Leaf and Petal has a select grower network. They do all the legwork to specifically pick out the unique, the different, something that nobody else will have exclusively here at HSN. These are bold, beautiful, looking like we're in Hawaii, hibiscus flowers that you are looking at. If you're looking at the trunk of this and you're like, why does that look so different? It is hand braided. Not only is that something that visually looks so different, very expensive, but when we hand braid it, that's how we get all these different colors that bloom year after year after year. It is a true living, real plant that you are getting from Leaf and Petal. When I said it's the first Today Special of the year, it's the last Today Special of the year, and it will be the only Today Special we do that is a live plant of the year. We're gonna take $40 off. I wanna show you, this is what it looks like when you get it home. So it comes in a box, and it's gonna come basically just brimming, almost so ready to bloom those beautiful blooms. This is not one where you have to get it and we have to wait a year before you see the beautiful colors. They're gonna be like, Mama, I'm ready to bloom. I've got these tiny little buds that are ready to go. And then as you go on, every single time by the end of the summer, we're looking at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Look how gorgeous. Imagine this right now in your front yard, your backyard, on your porch, on your patio, on your lanai. Then the year after that, I disappear because this is how big and beautiful this is. And then the next year, we're just gonna see this continue. I mean, look at this, baby. We're not even seeing me anymore. That's how beautiful this is. Now you hit one choice. Do I want this in what we're calling the brand new pink lemonade? So what do we get our lemonades? We get pink lemonade and we get the traditional yellow lemonade. This will be the bloom that you will get if you pick the brand new pink lemonade. The one next to it, if you want all the colors, just all of them popping up, it's a different, every bloom is a surprise. You get the beautiful oranges, beautiful deep reds, a little bit of pink lilac that's in there. All of these colors are in the multi. This is by far my more popular of the option. It has been on fire since last night. No matter which one you get, it's $40 off. If you get more than one live plant in general, the entire cart ships to you for $5.50. We're gonna talk about delivery, how we've made that even very specific. But I'm gonna bring in Carrie Mobley, who actually, like a family of gardeners,
right,
your dad, your mom, you followed suit with with your life, and now you're here with Leaf and Petal.
Oh, absolutely.
Look
and
at you, florals and the earrings too.
Of course, you know, you have to get all decked out. And this is amazing. This is a tropical oasis in a container. And you nailed it, right? It's really special. It is hand braided. It takes months for them to do this to make sure it's perfect. And with that, you're gonna get all of the colors. I just love that it's coming to you. I mean, this one already has a bloom on it. It's super easy to care for, and I'm gonna tell you how. It just needs some water. That's about it. So when it arrives, it's going to be in a box, and I've actually got one right here that I'm gonna show you. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it, I'm just gonna kind of reach in here, and I'm gonna grab the trunk. So I'm gonna pull it out, and you will see.
Look at this, how impressive that is.
Oh my goodness gracious. And it's so nice and healthy, right? It's gonna have this plastic bag on it. It's gonna come super fresh, really, really well shipped. You're just gonna take the plastic bag off of it and give it some water. And then I want you to go and get yourself a container. The bigger the better, right? I'd say about 18 inches. And the reason you're gonna do that is because this guy, in order for it to get nice and big, like that last one down there, our third year, we wanna make sure it has enough space for that root. So grab yourself some potting soil, just one little bag is all you need, and a nice big container, and then water it. You're gonna put it in a patio. It loves the sun, it thrives in the heat, and you're gonna be getting all of these amazing colors. Now, I want you to know that before you get your first freeze, before you get that first frost, we're gonna take it inside. So that's why you wanna keep it in a container, unless you live like in the really southern states, like here in Florida, I would put mine outside. So you're just gonna bring it inside. It's not gonna lose its leaves, and in fact, if you put it in a nice, warm, sunny spot, it's gonna continue to flower all year long. Can you imagine this being inside your house?
And I'll tell you, my husband is the plant person of the relationship. relationship.
Yeah.
I just go and say, that's pretty. And then he understands like partial sun, full sun. He understands how much it needs to be watered. He knows all of that. When I came to work here at HSN and I got introduced to Leaf and Petal, and I was like, these are my people. They make it so easy. I cannot do this wrong. You know, they're gonna explain to me how to do it. I mean, I have my husband, I'm married him, he's not going anywhere. But the fact that it comes like this, right? The fact that it's gonna tell me, you even ship it to me at the right time.
That is correct.
It's not like you get it and I have to go, well, I live in Ohio.
Right.
When should I plant this? I want you to look at this, and I want you to look at where you live, okay? So look on the map. I live here. What color did you land in? Now, off to the side is going to give you a date. Why is that important?
Well, it's important because when you get this, that means it's the perfect time for you. So immediately it can go outside. It can go by your front door. It can go out by the pool.
Yeah.
This is so fabulous, even as decorations for like graduation parties, right? And so we aren't going to ship it to you if it is still freezing cold up in Ohio or up in Michigan, right? Or up in North Dakota, wherever you might be. So as soon as it arrives, it's ready to go. It is going to be blooming year round for you. And the colors are just fabulous. And like you were saying, I mean, this is really what's so special about Leaf and Petal. You will not find this anywhere else. It is impossible for you to find it. It is exclusive to us, and so gardening is competitive, and we want to make sure that you have something special that not everybody else is going to have. And so why can we get all of these colors on the multicolor? Because from the time that this guy was just a few months old, they started hand braiding it. So now you've got virtually 4 plants on one tree, and it's just so special and so different and so unique. And I'm telling you, you're gonna love it for years and years, because this will last you for years and years.
Have you ever been to like, I don't know, like let's say you go to a resort, right? And you're walking the grounds and they have these like big, beautiful like florals and everything, and it's this multicolor and it's hand braided, and you were like, man, they must have a lot of dough to spend on something that's so unique, so different at this resort.
And time-consuming to create,
You take a picture of it, because that's the only way you're ever going to be able to see it. You own this. This looks like a very expensive, only a resort could afford to get this into their home, but now it's in your front way. It's in your backyard. It's on flanking your front door. It's on your, I was saying people that have maybe townhomes and things that don't have a lot of room. This would be perfect for you.
Oh my gosh. I mean, as long as it's gonna get some sun and that we water it. I always want you to know, I mean, hibiscus loves water. It's a tropical plant, truly. And so it loves the rain, it loves the water. You can keep it outside, you know, just make sure it's getting some water. But how beautiful on a, fertilizer? Oh, absolutely.
You're like, Tina's holding a random jar. I'm putting this in my hands, so as a reminder to myself, this is available, and I know I want to put the item number up for you as well. Would you suggest, Carrie, just throwing this in the cart as well?
Oh, 1,000,000,000%. And here's why. This Leaf and Petal plant food is a bloom booster. So that means that first, you know, it's called macronutrients. I'm not going to bore you with the details. But what this kind of fertilizer will do is give you more blooms. So what we say is you take a pod, and it's really, really easy to use. They're already pre-measured. You just put it in like a gallon of water, shake it up, and about every 2 weeks, you're going to water your plant with it. You're watering it anyway, so you might as well go ahead and throw in that bloom booster. There aren't any microplastics in it, exactly. So it's going to be really easy for you to use, and I highly recommend it. Listen, your plants need water just like you do, and the fertilizer is the food. So we want to make sure that you're feeding your plant as well, and that's what's going to give you all these beautiful big blooms.
So that's what it looks like. They're just little pods, like the same, it looks just like what you put in your washing machine, right? So they've already thought of everything that needs to go into each one of these little pods. You get all of those that are in there. I'm going to put the item number up, and I'll keep this in my arms like a little cradled baby, so it reminds you to also put it in your cart as well. But I want to, if you're just tuning in, I know you're looking here and you're like, how did we get here? It comes to you in a box, basically almost like this. So this is like almost ready to bloom. This is day 1. We got it out of the box.
Correct.
This is, let's say, by the end of the summertime.
That is correct.
We already got to enjoy this. It's already the end, you know, with the whole summer, we've enjoyed all the different blooms. And by the way, this is the brand new Pink Lemonade option that's here, which has these beautiful pinks and beautiful yellows, juicy, gorgeous colors that are on here. This is the Pink Lemonade new. Then the next year, when we're ready to get new blooms, we're ready for it to pop out. This is what, you know, we're starting to look at it as it progresses. This is the multi, which is very, very popular. I would not wait wait on the multi because it's going so fast. But this one has all these different colors, and how you get that is you hand braid all of the different hibiscus. I told Carrie on the phone this morning, we've had hibiscus at every home we've ever owned.
Yep.
If it's not already on the grounds, we go and get it and put it on there because they are the easiest plants.
Super duper
so
easy. Yep.
And I love every day I come home,
Yep.
I would drive in and a new bloom would come out there, and I'd walk into the house, I'd go, baby, you see we got a new bloom? We got a pretty pink one out there.
Yes.
It's like a little happy surprise every single time.
And you know, these kinds of flowers just transport you, right? They just transport you to the islands, wherever that might be. Who would have ever thought that you can have this all the way up in Michigan, right? Or in North Dakota, Oklahoma. You can have that slice of paradise and such a beautiful specimen of a plant. It never gets diseases, right? The pollinators love them. You will absolutely be swarming with butterflies and hummingbirds because they are just drawn to the beautiful color. And you know, we are giving you a lot of information because I want you to know everything that there is to know about it. But we always include a planting guide from Leaf and Petal, and it is chock full with all the information that we're talking about and then some, right? Where to plant it, how to take care of it, how often to water it, how big of a container you should put it in. But the best part is on the very back of our pamphlets, we have a phone number. You have your own personal gardener that you can ask questions. So again, it's like a threefold here, and I'm just gonna kind of open it so you can see. Look at all this great information. So we take the guesswork out of it. But I love that you have something that is so unique, that's just going to be brilliant. And really, you wanna talk about making an impact. This is an impact plant and something you'll never see anywhere else.
Carrie looked like when you guys took that shot of her, you look like you were on a fake background.
Oh, I
It looked
know,
like it was
right?
like a fake like we imposed like this
yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
floral design behind Carrie.
Right.
You were like, oh, go on TV. Let's. Doesn't it
that.
look like it's fake? It's not. Touch it, Carrie.
I
This
know,
is like
I
real.
know,
This
I
is
know,
the real.
I know.
Like when it looks like this is a painting or something that would go behind her. This is let's say what, year 3? Maybe this is like 3 years.
Exactly.
After it just gets better.
And this is a really perfect example of about the size of a container that you should get, right? And all you're gonna do is just get a small bag of potting soil, and then you're gonna put it into the container with your new plant. But I wanna point something out real quick, because what's happening here is totally normal, and I'm gonna show you what to do with it.
Okay.
You can see that this plant is putting out little greenery down here, little bits of foliage. When this happens, I just want you to remove it. And the reason why we're doing that, number one, is just to keep this beautiful braid, you know, showing, but also we want the plant to use its energy to make new blooms, right? And to keep all the new growth up here. So that's why what you're gonna do is just remove those little pieces of foliage as they come through, and then give it water and just fall in love.
By the way, I love that, because some people will say, you know, why doesn't it come with a pot? Everybody has a different decor. Everybody has, I love that we're like, get what fits with what you guys are, how big you want it, or what color,
right?
what
Exactly.
shape,
what style,
painted, not painted, you know, all gray, whatever it is. This is the multi. We'll say multi at year 3. Think about now, 3 years from now, you get to enjoy this, right? This is what is the brand new option that we brought in. We call it Pink Lemonade because it's juice. I love me some lemonade.
I know, right?
Right? Some pink lemonade, little beautiful, juicy, like yellow in there. This is the Pink Lemonade, brand new. This is the multi-year, we'll say year 2.
Right.
This is year 1. This is what it looks like when it comes to you.
Yep.
So it comes in a box that looks just like, I've bought so many Leaf and Petal.
Oh, it's
we have
so
gardenias,
well packaged, right?
we have roses.
Oh, I'm so glad you do.
Yeah,
and they're great. They're healthy plants. They come from the best stock. And again, they're super unique. And I love how big they are already when they arrive.
Yes.
This price is amazing, you guys. And I'm a landscape designer, I'm a professional gardener. I'm telling you, the price on this is mind-blowing, especially because you're going to have it year after year. Just make sure that you bring it inside before that first frost, put it in a nice, warm, kind of sunny spot, and it'll continue to bloom for you all winter long. And then when it's nice outside, boy, it loves the heat, it loves the sun, it can take it. Just make sure you're giving it some nice water. And I love that we're on that flower right now, because there are all different kinds of hibiscus flowers. This one is called the presidential. And so you can see that nice long stamen that's sticking right out. It's like, it's begging for the pollinators to come in and feed off of it. And so this is a really, really special hibiscus, on top of the fact that you're getting those multiple colors in one plant and that beautiful hand braided design. Just easy to care for. Take a chance on it. You guys are gonna just fall in love with it, and you're gonna be so proud to create that tropical oasis right on your own little slice of paradise.
I wanna kind of do a little bit of information, kind of like in a nutshell.
Sure.
First things first, this is the first and the last Today Special that Leaf and Petal is doing. This is it for 2024. This is it for 2024. We will see Leaf and Petal. I'm sure you will be on Emily's show a lot more throughout this season. But this is it when we talk about best value of the day. It is also the only live plant Today Special we are doing. It's a one day and one day only opportunity for you. So if you want to pick up multiples of this, maybe two of the multis, one of the pink lemonade, one of the multi, whatever it is that you want to do, once you've purchased 2 or more plants, and it doesn't have to be Today Specials, you ship your entire cart for $5.50. So that's another reason to load up today on whatever live plants that you want. So only Today Special of the year. Also, it's $40 off the price. Hand braided, selected. That's what Leaf and Petal do. They do all the legwork. They go out to these select growers and they find the best of the best of the best. And they are going to ship it to you when it's ready for you. It wouldn't make any sense for us to ship you this flower up in Nebraska today, because it's not going to work out for you. We know it's not Florida weather in Nebraska. So explain the map to us, Carrie.
Yeah, and this is a perfect example of why Leaf and Petal is so good at what they do. You might still have snow on the ground where you are, so it would be silly for us to ship you a plant that we want to be outside and we want it to have, you know, some great hot, warm sun. So you're only getting this when it is time for you to have it in the area. We know where you're from, we see your zip code, and so you're easily going to just take it right out of the box, put it in a nice, warm, sunny spot outside, give it some water, and you are going to fall in love. Just like the pollinators do, you're gonna be all over this. Now, the other really cool thing about these flowers is they last one day, but this is blooming constantly. You can see, even on the one that you're standing in front of, standing behind, if you can see her back there.
I know, it's like year one, I disappear.
We've got big buds already, and so this is a prolific bloomer. And then again, add that fertilizer to it, our bloom booster fertilizer, and you're gonna get even more blooms. That's what's gonna feed. So just really, really healthy plants. It's disease resistant. You never have to worry like, oh, is this gonna get any kind of weird bugs, or is it gonna get a fungus? Absolutely not. This is a super easy plant to take care of. And you know, it actually is from like the Polynesian Islands and China, and like that's where this plant comes from. So it loves the water, it loves the rain, it loves the hot sun, but just make sure you bring it inside before that first frost.
I just taken all of my might not to call these hot biscuits, because we call them hot biscuits at home. Me and my husband, we're like, the hot biscuit is blooming. I know it's a hibiscus, I'm gonna really try to say the right word, but this is how much we love it. Like, we've nicknamed ours, like we talk about it all the time. So we have so many in our front yard, backyard, side yard, and all that I forget what color each one is. So when it's time to bloom, and I go, oh, that was the yellow one. Oh, this is the pink one. We're getting orange over here. Like, it is just such a happy little moment. And you get these little pops of colors wherever in your yard you put them in. But even if you have, you have a townhome or a condo or something where you don't have like a full yard, and you're like, I can't get into any, any of the beautiful, luscious, beautiful florals that I would love to, you can now. When I tell you this is such an easy plant, I mean, it's just like anything else. It needs a little sun, it needs some water, it needs that stuff. But I'm telling you, if you've got like a black thumb like I do, this is the plant for you. It comes already picked out for you. That hand braiding, that alone, if you're like, I go to all these plant places, I never see anything with that hand braided. Exactly. This is exclusive here. This is a new color that we've never had before. That hand braiding is so unique, so different. $40 off. You can even put this on a flex pay for $14.99. But if you're in a very cold place like Nebraska, Wisconsin, one of those ones that were in the later dates, what you would end up saying today is, I can't take advantage of this Today Special because I'm not ready to buy a plant. So I feel bad I'm getting gypped out. You can secure the best value of the day, the one time only Today Special, and we will ship it to you when it's ready to be shipped to you. I don't want you to feel like you have to miss out because you're not in planting season yet.
Yeah, right, because there's snow on the ground.
Yours.
Right, that's all you're doing, right? Is you're just holding your place in line to grab this.
And your plant food.
And it's like, it really is one of the most dramatic plants that you will have on your property. So get 2 of them, flank, you know, each side of your front door with them. I love that we are showing this flower down here. I'm just gonna come over here and see where it went because it was so beautiful. This, you guys, look at the striations in this. And this is just, that is like hand painted by Mother Nature herself. Look at the color in that. And that nice long stamen that's going to be bringing in those hummingbirds and the butterflies. Everyone is drawn to this. Easy to care for, right? Just get a nice big container for it. The bigger the container you get, you guys, the bigger the plant itself is going to get. So it's gonna come in a nice 8-inch pot. Just get a bigger one, right? I recommend about an 18-inch, and that's what we've got right here, this 18-inch pot right here. And then just grab some potting soil, go to any of, you know, your home improvement nurseries and grab just any bag of potting soil. And then you're gonna take your 8-inch pot, you're gonna mix it in with that potting soil, and you're just gonna kind of pack it down nicely, and you're gonna give it a water, and then you will fall in love with these big, dramatic blooms. And it's so unusual to have all 4 colors on one plant, right? And the reason we can do that is because of that hand braided trunk. So there are actually 4 plants in one plant. So I just love, again, that we have this hand braiding, which in itself is just really special, right? It's just totally unique. And this takes a lot of time. They have been working with this, you know, for months to get it right. And so this in itself is a beautiful piece of art. But the fact that you're gonna be getting those constant blooms, almost from the day this comes to your house, you're gonna be getting all kinds of blooms. They last one day. So what's a lot of fun is you can pick a couple of them off, put them in a nice bowl of water. If you're gonna be having a graduation party or a special birthday party, this is absolutely perfect for decorating. It's so festive and so summer-like, and it feels like you were on vacation in your very own house. And I know I'm giving you a lot of information. Obviously, I am super excited. I love gardening. It's my favorite thing to do. So I'm getting a lot of information to you, but this is all in our planting guide that we ship out, right? It's got all the information in here about how to take care of it, where it needs to be as far as the sun or the shade, how much water to give it. And sometimes you like to talk to an actual human being. Well, no problem. On the back, we've got a phone number you can call and ask any of the questions that you might have. But talk about easy to care for. And listen, Leaf and Petal, we have done all the homework. They are the ones that go out and go to all the trials and see what plants are going to be the most successful for you, so you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, is this going to get a disease or is this going to be prone to insects? Absolutely not. If you've always wanted to get into gardening but felt intimidated, please, please let this take that intimidation factor away from you.
I told my husband last night, Carrie, I said, oh, our Today Special tomorrow is going to be a hibiscus tree. Should I get one? And he goes, we have a lot. And I go, I know, but they're so pretty. And I was like, I mean, we got room. We can do more. I don't know, just like flowers, blooms, the color. You know, maybe we don't have the money to paint our house, or maybe we don't have something to make this big decor change, but you can add these beautiful, you know, parts of colorful happiness, and it's year after year. It just gets better and better and better. Remember, it comes delivered to you almost ready to bloom. So you'll see the buds. They're just waiting to open up. So that's like, you're gonna start to see your return on this plant so fast. And by the end of the summer, you can have this big, beautiful, gorgeous, you know, full bloom for you. Now, I want to let you know that today is the only first and last Today Special from Leaf and Petal. It is the only live plant Today Special we are doing of 2024. So this is what we're doing. I understand that it's not Florida weather up in Nebraska, and you're like, I can't take advantage of today's Today Special because if you ship it to me now, it's not going to work out. We've already thought of that. find where you live, find what color you land in, and then you'll know when we're going to ship it to you so it's the right time of year for you, but you can still take advantage of today's pricing. You're just securing yours, or else this will be $100 tomorrow. I don't want you to spend $100. I want you to spend our today's special pricing on a flex pay for $15 and let us hold on to it and send it to you a fresh batch when it's time for you there. Now, if you buy multiples, if you buy maybe 2 today's specials, or you want to buy this and a lantana that we're going to talk about here in a second, your entire cart of live plants, whatever it is shipped to you for $5.50, like kind of like how we do for crafts, like, you know, an entire cart for $5, same thing with live plants for $5.50. I'm not cradling it anymore, but Carrie, I did have the plant food out there with me, and I want everyone to make sure to throw this into their cart.